Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. We're here with Real Estate Talk with Beth, a weekly show with Beth Terminella from 110 Realty Group. Beth, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me again.
You know, every Monday we have this show at 10:30, between 10:30 and 11, and we talk about real estate here on Bolivar Peninsula, whether it's a home for sale, property for sale. We even give you a weekly or almost weekly market report on what pricing's doing for homes and stuff. You know, we've had big home sales and the market's changing a little bit, and we're going to help you keep up with that.
Right.
You can see it here on our social media channels, and make sure you download our new Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire, where we're going to have a full-time TV station by the end of 2023, or I hope so.
Well, yeah, you are just stepping up the game around here, David.
Well, we're going to be doing, so we changed the color of the credenza here. And
we're taller today.
We're taller. And
yes.
So there's going to be some changes we're making, Anthony and I, to the studio. We're fixing to have a full-time production guy here that'll be doing stuff. And so
I'm so glad we're here today inside.
Because of the weather outside.
Because it's chilly
I know, it's
out.
terrible.
Thank you for having this inside. And my coffee again.
Yes, coffee. And I'm on my second cup since about 4 o'clock, and I've had breakfast, so I'll probably have another one pretty soon. Well, today it's all about lots.
Yes, some great lots in Gilchrist over in Bolivar Dunes, actually.
And that's one of those subdivisions you don't hear a lot about, but it's slowly but surely built back.
Yeah,
since
there's
2008.
a few little houses over there, and there's an HOA that is non-existent anymore. So what we have here are 2 beachfront lots, and what's great about them is they're on over a half an acre, so you can
Each one's a half acre?
Over a half an acre.
So if you bought both of them, you'd have an acre of beachfront property.
Over an acre of beachfront property.
Man.
Wow, look at that. And you know what? It's competitively priced. So you can go to our website and get the pricing, because sometimes that changes, so I don't want to advertise the price on the show, but they have incredible views. You can see those right there. And it is a quiet little cul-de-sac area, so that's great too. One of the things that I wanted to talk about and touch on is the Cobra. Because
are these lots Cobra?
These are located in a Cobra area, and what that means is a coastal barrier resource area act. That's it. Right.
Okay.
So my first advice is, whenever you're looking at any land here on the peninsula or any coastal land, you need to check with insurance. See what it's going to do to you, because it's different on in a coastal area than it would be, let's say, inland. Yeah, right. And I know you talked
down here we have different zones. Well, I guess it's all one zone now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's a Dan question.
Right. But, you've got Zone A, I think, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's different
zones.
Even
kept up, but I know Cobra is completely different.
Right. So I did speak with Dan Priest this morning about it, because I wanted to get, just the most accurate information I could get on it. And what he did say, that it's fluid right now. The pricing is all over the place. What's great about being in a Cobra area is that it is sometimes better in some cases, because you could get more coverage than a typical FEMA insured area. So that's something that buyers may want to consider if they are looking in a Cobra area. We call it Cobra, but, it has that long definition for that.
In fact, Dan has a show this afternoon.
Okay.
Your show's now, and then Dan's old insurance shows plays at 4 o'clock. And so if you've been watching us, following us, you've seen some of his shows. And he's knowledgeable.
Oh, and I was quick to call him as soon as I listed this property and wanted to talk to him about that. And I also went over and talked to the surveyors about it too. And, he said, yeah, you've got good buildable land here. So it's a great little price. One of the good things to know about Cobra land is it's usually less expensive than a FEMA insurable land because of the extra steps you take with the insurance. So that's you'll see that if you look at the pricing on it.
Cool. Pricing, if they want to see the pricing.
Yeah, just go to our website. We're at 110 Realty Group or WeSellCrystalBeach.com.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you can find the pricing there.
Great, great. You've got a show coming up.
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay. We are going to, let's see, showcase a new development here on the peninsula. It is the Pearl of East March. Did I get that right? Great. Yeah, it's some beautiful waterfront condominiums that are going to be on a canal.
We'll have that coming up next week.
Yeah, it will have some pretty pictures and good things to talk about with that.
What about the class?
Oh yeah, so we are doing a Building Wealth with Vacation Rental class. And I'm joined with some really great hosts, George Scruggs.
I love talking to George because he's just all kinds of information.
He is a wealth of information. And then he and Stephanie Johnston. Stephanie has 2 properties down here that she uses for vacation, actually 3 that she uses for vacation rentals, and she's a lender. So she's very knowledgeable in that arena. Plus, she has an accountant that she works with that's very aggressive on, some tax incentives, so that she's going to discuss on that. So it's going to be an interesting class. So you got the lender, you got George, who's a mentor, then you got me. I can help you find a house.
And so this is all about getting into short-term rentals, vacation rentals.
Right. If you want to get into that arena.
If you've been thinking about it, wanting to know maybe these properties, how George figures out or how to figure out, is it profitable? This is going to be a great class. Like I said, Bolivar Vacations has been advertising with us and working with us for several years. And I've had a chance to sit down and talk to George several times, excuse me, about different things I have going on. And man, the way he looks at things from a business aspect is just unbelievable. I've learned a lot from him.
Yeah, I've been working with George for 16 or 17 years. Yes, and I've bought properties from him because I've sold him properties. I've sold his properties. I have bought some of his properties because I look at George as a mentor.
Yeah.
And he's willing to share some of his knowledge, which I think is very valuable.
I tell you what, let's look at the market report, the recent. Is this going to be a monthly?
This is a monthly look at it. Yes.
Market report. Stay tuned.
Bolivar Peninsula January market report. The average sales price rose for homes that sold in January over December 13%. Our average sales price was $580,000 for homes that sold. We also increased the price per foot in January over December by 16%. The average price per foot for homes that sold is $394. We had an increase of houses on the market by 25% from December to January. We currently have 164 houses on the market in MLS. The price per foot stayed the same from December last year to January of this year. The average price per foot for homes that are on the market is $408. That's $408 per foot. We now have an 8-month supply of inventory of houses, and according to the National Association of Realtors, we have officially dipped into a buyer's market. Homes are staying on the market an average of 82 days. I think we may see an increase of that number, but from the time you go on MLS to the time you sold, it's an average of 80 days. Last month, we had 11 houses that went under contract, and that's an increase over December of 2022. Thank you, and have a great day.
Well, there you can see the market report for the last 30 days. You know, one thing about Beth and 110 Realty Group is they really stay on top of what's going on down here.
It's interesting to look and see at the changes that's happened over the past 6 months. That's why I wanted to take it to the monthly market report instead of the weekly, so we could see just the drastic change.
And I'll get emails from her all hours. It seems like, David, look what happened here, or look at this, or man, look at this. And so, you know, but she's not just monthly. If you have a question, maybe you're thinking about selling, maybe you're looking for another investment property, or you're going to buy your first beach house. Beth does great getting the research on what the value should be.
Well,
you know?
and you know what's changed? It's changed so much in just 6 months because, March of last year we were up here, and the market, and you know, we're were chasing that market last year, and now we're chasing it again because we're not selling at the price that we're at. So we just have to keep an eye on it.
Great, great. Well, if people want to get a hold of you for more information on these beachfront lots, how can they get hold of you?
You can go to our website, WeSellCrystalBeach.com, or you can call me. I'm at 214-801-9801. You can come see me, come have a cup of coffee. I'm across from the big store.
Can't
diagonal,
miss it. Big picture on the side of it.
And don't forget to head and look at our website for that webinar, because that's where
it's free.
It's free webinar, and we got it in the middle of the day from 11:30 to 12:30. Hopefully people will be able to go at lunch. It's on February 9th. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. Even if you're on vacation somewhere, you can sit in and watch
Pull it up on the phone.
Sure, yeah.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Well, that's another show for Real Estate Talk with Beth. Beth, thanks for joining us. Hope the coffee was hot. She brought her own coffee. I'm going to have to get her favorite coffee to keep in for the Keurig coffee maker. But we'll be back next week with more information on real estate with Real Estate Talk with Beth. Remember, you can see it on our social media channels, YouTube, and on our new Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire. It's a free download. And we're going to be bringing more beach views, more homes, more events, music, and more to Bolivar Live TV in 2013. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. 110 Realty Group on Bolivar Peninsula, located in Crystal Beach, Texas, believes finding the perfect home or property is a necessity for every client. That it's crucial to provide relevant, up-to-date information on the market, properties, and homes for sale to each and every seller or buyer. Keeping up with the market in today's world is how 110 Realty Group exceeds expectations for their clients. 110 Realty Group in Crystal Beach, Texas are your real estate sales professionals, both in beach home sales and property sales. Finding the perfect custom home on Bolivar Peninsula is a specialty of Beth Terminella and Leslie Armstrong. Keeping up with the daily changes and available homes, properties, and the changing market makes 110 Realty Group the choice for several custom builders for spec homes and investors looking for short-term rentals, along with home buyers looking for that perfect beach house for their family. 110 Realty Group for all your real estate needs on Bolivar Peninsula, in Galveston County, and across Texas.